Welcome, friends. We're live. This is the Heroes Era. And thanks, everybody, for joining us. We are playing a game of Dungeons and Dragons. And tonight, I will be your Dungeon Master, Ben. And with me, I have Bodhi as Reynold.
The seemingly last powerful cleric in the land who now has to go beat down a couple of dragons.
Joel as Lunar Tsar. Oh, Joel, you're muted for your big intro.
It's quiet as a mouse. Don't worry, folks.
And Joel as Lunar Tsar.
Take two.
Joel, this is when you do your intro.
Come on,
Joel, come on.
I'll
Okay.
edit this out in post. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm here.
Don't worry, folks. We're back after a long break. We're going strong.
Chris as P. Crawl Nicolo.
P. Crawl, Nicolo, you're fast talking, planar walking,
This is good.
guy.
Yep, it's him. He's him.
That's the beginning of a thing.
We're getting somewhere.
That's
And-
the most yep ever.
I'm gonna have it down before we get to level 20.
Yeah, level 20, is that the plan? We'll see.
Yeah, that's
Good
what
luck.
we're hoping for.
Good luck.
Well, tonight we are telling a story, but we do not yet know how it will go. The players, the dungeon master, the dice, all of these will have a hand in how the game unfolds. This is the Heroes Era.
Boom, boom, boom.
I almost had a pretty smooth transition there. It's just a couple seconds late. You guys don't hear the badoon-chum. You don't even know it's there.
No, that's why we do our own badun
No.
jump.
We are the Badoom Chum.
It's very subtle.
Now I have you thinking that it's there.
I used to do a but you know, whatever works.
This is a solid intro, guys.
And,
Nailing
A
this.
10
This
out of
is-
10.
This is gold.
last time when
This
we left
gold.
off, the heroes had just encountered a red dragon and plundered another red dragon's lair, beating the other dragon to the punch, so to speak. And you've made it out alive. Pete Crawl, it was a close call. Or was it more so with Reynold?
I was
Yeah, I'd say
fine.
McCall's okay. I'm all right.
I almost got dragged into a lava pit by the red dragon, and I had to use every resource at my disposal to just barely pass by one.
I was hoping to snatch you off that broom and just go swimming in lava, but
Well, you basically did, so congratulations.
almost. Maybe next time. But so you have
Love to
come
throw
out
some to lava.
victorious, and the Azure, dwarves with the smoldering skin, charred, and wearing charred armor, they greeted you, as friends when you arrived from out of the volcano, and they began celebrating, and they celebrated into the night while you rested in the space that Reynold had created for you. And in the middle of the night, you hear a great eruption of cheers, and festivities continue. I have you all just sleeping for the evening, and when you rise, you see that the Azers have slain the red dragon, finished him off, the one that you no doubt defeated, who was trying to flee. And here's the corpse of the red dragon, and the Azers celebrate, pulling the scales from it, and there are red drakes running around as well.
Reynold feels a great sigh of relief as a enemy that he left to be alive has been killed, and crosses a name off the list and just feels a little bit better.
And are you speaking of Lady Murthash?
I'm speaking of the imposter.
Imposter Red Dragon.
Imposter Red Dragon that was once being celebrated by the the locals here, but then was quickly fired upon when they saw that he was a mean guy.
Yes, not their Turloflois, the Eternal Flame. And so you feel rested, and Reynold, you also have acquired the regalia of the Dragon Watcher. Now you have donned this armor and felt its new powers. And the powers you possess are measurable to only the greatest feelings of power you've felt yet.
Or 10 pages of notes.
Can I ask what the armor looks like?
Well, in my head, I envisioned it's just it's the most like the classic king regalia, that they would have in fairy tales. But I don't know if that's what it actually looks like.
Absolutely, very similar. I have brief descriptions of them on your piece. Let me pull that up too. The regalia is scepter, robes, and a crown.
Yep.
Okay. Is it like very flashy? Is it like gaudy, or is it?
Well, I know the crown has a bunch of jewels in it.
I want to know how uncomfortable Reynald's going to be in it. That's what I want. I hope it's some big flashy thing. He's going to feel really weird in it.
Quite gaudy. It's many colored, and when Reynold wears it, it is almost holographic with like a metallic underlying. So it's changing many colors over like kind of a platinum underlying. And the crown, of course, is like Reynold said, or like Bodhi said, a traditional king's crown with spires and with the gemstone within each spire, a gemstone for the color of each dragon, and then the scepter.
I mean, that's a scepter. That's gaudy by design.
You walk around town with that. People are getting the right idea, I think. So,
I like to think that the scepter has gems and jewels of the different colors of the dragons in the tip of it, because it's technically a morning star. So those are the bits that are sharp. That when he hits people with them, it like kind of like cuts them a little bit, like a paper cut, but just from like sheer friction. Yeah, not great, but like a cheese grater almost.
Oh my god!
So essentially, it's an outfit of like a king who just got really like fun with his tailor and got a lot of like rainbow coloring on his clothes and made his cloak shiny. Because there's a lot of different colored jewels on this apparel. And you see Reynold is like has taken off his dragon. He like tried to put the robe on top of his dragon scale mail, and it like was not fitting too well. It was like catching on the robe on the inside. The scales were like grating against it, and he just did not like the texture whatsoever. So he took that off and put back on his plate mail, and put the robe on over top. And he is taking his cool rock he's had for many long time, and puts it back in his bag sadly. And
Reynold, when you do don the full regalia, from behind the spires on the crown, spikes jut into your flesh, and the gemstones on each spire drain of color, becoming a dull gray. At that moment, you feel euphoric, and after a brief moment, the gemstones become vibrant again, filled with the color that you personify. So, Dragon Watcher swears a blood oath. And when you attune to this, you can choose a draconic blood oath, and at this point you would choose what that blood oath would be, and then after each long rest would be a new choice or the same as you decide.
So I like to imagine that Reynold puts on the robes first, and then like is getting the heft of the scepter versus his hammer, and kind of weighing them both and going for the scepter. And he's like, okay, I guess I'll go put on the crown now. Puts on the crown, and it digs into his skull, and he's like, why? What is this? Why is this happening? Someone get me a mirror. Get me a mirror. What's happening?
Light shining out of his eyes.
What's going on? And then kind of like
hold out my shield so he can see himself.
Very, very softly in the background, you hear the sound whenever you get a power up in Mario Kart, whenever it's choosing whichever one you get. You hear that spin up sound going, and then it lands, and the gems go gray, and they start flashing gold. Because Reno does not know what's going on, so his first assumption is just like I'm doing this for like a golden dragon. Why is this happening? And it goes gold, and he's like, "What is happening? I don't understand." Bacrawl, why is this happening to me?
Well,
My head hurts. He's like tries pulling off the gun, like it won't come off.
No, that don't. You know what?
It looks very legal.
I think it might be like you know how Mordecai had the mask, thing.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Lunar pole.
Like in a good way though. Like he looked like a demon, right? And you look like a very
a king.
A very
I don't want the lunar pole. Get this damn crown off of my head, please.
If you want to take the crown off, you can take the crown off, my friend.
He takes the crown off. Oh
yeah. See, there you go. Yeah.
What if it pokes you every time you have to put it on?
He puts it back on. The spikes go back into his head. He's like, this hurts.
I can imagine the spikes staying in your head, but as you please.
I fine. I'll keep it on. I don't want to keep facing this pain.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's called. Yeah.
Oh, that's like a migraine. It sucks. I'm gonna have to get used to this. Also, I feel funny.
Yeah, you look great. It's a good
Thank you.
nice outfit. It says it's a bit weird because like you're not usually the one to say, "Hey, look at me." But
yeah, I know.
Costume certainly does. So that's going to be a bit awkward for you getting used to, I think. But it's fun.
I've been, this entire time, Lunar. I don't know how well you know me. You're kind of new to this group dynamic. I'm probably gonna shatter a lot of perceptions you have of me. I've been faking it till I make it the entire time. Not once have I known what I was doing. Yeah. Maybe a little bit at the beginning, but past that point, it's truly just been a wild ride that I couldn't get off of. And now I'm a king, or a watcher of dragons. This is wild.
I mean, but Reyna, I was thinking about that though, right? Because I'm so quick to agree with you on that because I know you're not taking it like offensively because you've been very open about the fact that you don't know.
I don't know what's going on.
What you're doing right now, so it's fine. Yeah, so I knew that. But I was thinking about that. But because look, everything that's happened, right, has been like it's worked out as if you knew exactly what you needed to do. Like you could have been an expert at everything, and you couldn't have done this as well as you have. Yeah. So that's got to mean that like it's the gods are like on board and are like sort of steering the ship for you while you
they
learning
left
how to drive.
Bahamut literally booked it after giving me a bird and went back into the sky, and I haven't seen him since. I haven't talked with him since.
Well, how many times did you talk to him before that, though?
I mean, not often, but
yeah. So I mean, like, I think it's all right. But I'm just saying, like, it seems like it's working out either way. Yeah.
Never in my life would I thought a blacksmith would become a god king.
Lunar is questioning his life choices very harshly.
Lunar, I see you with that look on your face. Don't worry. It's fine, I think. I don't know.
Right. So, Mr. Protector of the Dragons, next step is to go kill a dragon, right?
Yeah, so we gotta go dragons deep, and we gotta. Well, first of all, we gotta find out where the hell it is, and then how to get there. And second of all, we gotta go kill the Queen Locriana because she just kind of booked it And she also had Shinduras with her as well, and we gotta save him. But guessing about how she's been taking these golden eggs and making them into these weird mutated dragon folk that we've been fighting for a little bit, he's probably going to be mutated somehow. So I would expect that when we go to fight her, because we're going to fight her 100%. I don't think there's any world where we don't. So when we do fight her, we're probably going to be fighting two very powerful dragons, one of which is not fully in control of his actions. So
right. That's great.
Kill Locriana, maybe save Shindoris. We'll have to see when we get there. How do we get the Dragon's Deep? Lunar, you know this stuff. You're my counsel. You're my counsel. You're the guide now. How do we get there?
To be honest with you, I thought you knew the way. That's why I followed you.
Yep.
Well, that's a bit awkward.
I did say I was going to shatter some conceptions about.
It's the place where dragon eggs reside. I would not be allowed anywhere near it.
God, oh, Muhammad. Okay. Ben, how physically close are we? Do we know? Are we like bordering it? Is it like a couple of days journey?
Should we assume that you've kind of learned the general location of it? I imagine we might need to visit with Periastocles for more information.
Oh, I know. Let's go ask Periastocles.
Do you not have powers and like spells and magic?
Or you have other
that lets you know these things?
You have other dragon friends I would offer as well.
I could call Red up. We could ask Red how to get there. I'm sure he would know. Because Periastocles, no offense to him, but Periastocles, every time I've seen him has been a dragon humanoid and not a full dragon. Red, however, has been. So we could probably ask him and he would let us know. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, give him a call.
Yeah, I'm gonna go cast sending. I'm trying to remember his actual name because it was not Murthash. That's the lady. It was Mirut. Yes, I'm gonna go use a 3rd level spell slot to go cast sending. Because I remember Mirut was an escort to when we got to this place, but backed off at a certain point and left.
Yes, he held some reverence for, Lord Turloflois and would not encroach upon her lands.
Okay, so I'm going to go cast Sending on Marut. And I'm going to send him a message saying, found the Horde. Turloflois not here. Found Imposter Dragon, killed Imposter Dragon. How do we get to Dragon's Deep? How are you? Love you, bye.
Did you say I love you?
Yeah, we share a nickname. Well, I gave it to him, but he's a pretty cool dude.
Yeah, all right.
Dude, dragon.
You don't say I love you to your friends.
Dwarf? Yeah.
I mean, the ones that I love, yeah. I just didn't know you were that close with them yet.
You're not that close with us? I haven't heard you say I love you
yet.
Yeah.
I do love you. I love you both very much. I just would...
Oh, hold on, I'm getting a call.
It is far beneath... It's far beneath the surface of Gira. From the surface, go south of Frelsey, beyond the place that people dwell.
Okay. Under Gira.
I think that was 25 words. About maybe
south of Frelsey, past where people live.
Okay, he has a cheat code. He can get away with a couple more words.
Yeah. He's a powerful dragon, man. Okay, well, that's good news. So Lunar, have you ever been to Frelsey?
Would my travels in the Dragon's Army have taken me there?
Probably not. Frelsey, I believe in the Dragon Army you would be on the northern continent mostly, as a member of the Dragon Army working with them. And so Onthuld is the smallest of the continents, the island continent where most of habitable Gira is, and then Frelsey is the kind of frozen coast far to the west of that. I'm not sure that you would have been there. You could have perhaps stopped in the City of the Three Kingdoms on an errand, something of that nature, at some time. I'll leave it up to you.
I don't know the area well, but I could show you the direction.
Oh no, it's that we've been there before. I don't know if you've been there recently, but it's gotten very bad. Trikeshnia is totally overtaken by spiders. Oh, we should go talk to Fellet when we're there, or at least see how she's doing, because she had a whole family affair going on. We kind of had to leave in the middle of it. Rispatung was wreaking havoc on the land. It was a bad deal.
You don't say you don't say you have friends down there.
No, I have 2 safe havens down there that I've made personally.
Oh, wow.
We have a couple of groups that are friendly with there. We have the leader of a military group and a innkeeper who we invested a lot of money in and never saw a dime back.
That is a very wide margin of people.
So, kind of like the militaristic and like the normal folk, it's the range I like to be in.
I see.
Yeah.
But I can get us there right now. I just want to know if we're all ready to go. I mean,
can you bring our mounts?
I'm pretty sure I can. It's the limit's not. Yeah, I can bring our mounts for sure. Yeah, I can bring them.
In that case, I'm going to call them over. See if they respond now that the dragon has been taken care of.
So for there's a quick thing before we leave, because I don't know if we're ever going to be able to find her again. Lady Mirthash. Now, I know we haven't really confirmed if she's died, and I wouldn't like for her to be alive, but thinking long term, if we're going to do a lot of political stuff with dragons and such, if I were to kill the understudy of a big ancient red dragon and were to kill his secretary and make him mad, or make her mad, but I don't know if I want to do that necessarily, and I might have to fight it later in the future. I think we gotta go now, because I think with every day that goes by, things just get worse and worse. Everyone's lacking a lot of vitamin D. Everyone's starting to get a little bit of a scurvy. It's bad.
You have plundered the wealth of a very powerful dragon. So the longer we stay here, it's very likely the more danger we will be in.
Right. Well, all right. I don't see any reason to delay.
And
everyone,
so
gather around.
Regarding the mounts, Lunar, what is your mount's name again?
I knew you were going to ask this question. It's Sinful Sorrow.
Love it. Sinful Sorrow is there. The red dragon elves have fled. Where they were tethered, you see leashes that have been, or reins rather, that have been gnawed through. And so those 2 have flown away and are seemingly long gone.
Damn. I kind of wanted one to ride for a bit, but...
In that case, I'm going to lend mine to you.
No. Don't misunderstand. I would take one if there was an extra, but this is your mount and this is your beast.
It's quite all right. I'm going to cast summon. I think it's summon steed.
Very good.
To summon a warhorse for myself.
Well, as he's summoning his warhorse, I'm just gonna go over to sorry, what'd you say the name was again? Sinful Sorrow. I'm gonna go over and
He won't respond to anything else.
I say, "Hey, what's up, Sinful Sorrow?" And it's like I think I'm normally talking to it, but it comes out as draconic as I'm speaking to this Dragonelle.
This Dragonelle is the most emo Dragonelle you've ever met.
Look, we can stop by a hot topic later. It's
It's like an angsty 17-year-old. Like,
what you have a hold
it's
on,
got
you
a
have a
personality.
yeah, My Chemical Romance poster stuck to your underbelly.
Is Sinful Sorrow happy to bear the perhaps the Dragon Watcher of the future, or is Sinful Sorrow sorrowful that
Just sad.
Lunar will not be riding?
He'll do it, but he's sassy.
Hey, quiet on that lip of yours, all right? I'm just trying to get by here. God, how do you keep a rein on this thing? Anyway, Reno gets on the Dragonelle, and then, like the last few times he's ridden one, it's been very inexperienced and not like very good riding. But now he seems like a perfect natural at it. He like hops on, like gets perfect posture, and looks totally comfortable. And he's not realizing a thing that like this is now a natural like ability that has come to him. He's mounted up and ready.
No, it's always been like that.
Love that.
Anyway,
Sinful Sorrow, I thought you were just a brute.
not till I put these clothes on. Now I'm a brute, but looking regal, so I can get away with a lot more. Anyway, I don't expect you to know politics. That's fine. And once Lunar gets his warhorse summoned up, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Word of Recall as a 6th level to instantly teleport to a sanctuary that I have created in the past. I'm gonna go to Second Light, which is Chukadori's place, and
Undertow Tavern.
in Undertow Tavern, which has the tongues effect, so everyone understands everybody there. There's no language barrier. I remember that being the specific one I did. And I think
the light as well.
I don't know. Let's look at Hollow real quick. Because Hollow lets you just make an area that like bars a bunch of creatures that you designate, but it also lets you do an additional effect. And I'm pretty sure I did tongues instead of light because it's two separate. But I mean,
Okay.
it's from a guy that's all about the light. People can just assume that it's going to be bright, but it's not natural sunlight like it is in other places. But
And
I
when
think
you arrive in Chukadori's at Undertow Tavern, Second Light, the place is bustling, and Chukadori isn't behind the bar, but there are several bartenders who are sliding drinks out to the patrons.
so these three random individuals, one in a full king's regalia, sitting on a dragonelle, and another man who is sitting on a warhorse, pop into the middle of this bustling tavern, probably on top of a table. And Reno just says, "I have arrived. Hello, everyone. Where is Chukadori?"
At the
I must
table,
speak
all
with
the
my-
silverware and drinks spill out. People jump up and are quite taken aback by your arrival. As you look, Chukadori has fixed the place up even further after Jules, originally gave him decorating advice.
Ooh, you know what would be a cool detail? Just a little bit of world building on the fly.
Let's have it.
Since the hollow is only a 60-foot radius, which the effect actually is at, and where the effect persists, well, I like to imagine there's a gathering area in the middle of the hollow where people can converse with each other, and it's like a kind of meeting spot for many different groups. And I think we land right in the middle of like a serious like business meeting. sorry. Just getting off the table on Simple Sorrow.
As you arrive, the bartender rushes out. Get them outside. I didn't even see you come in. What are you doing in here? We have a stable right outside.
Hmm.
Yeah, sorry, we took the wrong door. It's our fault.
I look at the door. Can we even get out with these mounts?
Yes. There's a large double door that you can leave through. And as you're walking your mounts out, Chucker Dory is at your side.
Hey, been a bit.
Oh, it's been quite a while there, Raymond. How you doing, Vern?
I'm doing very well, thank you. And very good, very good, very good. You know, I became a king. I'm gonna go kill a
Reynold, are
dragon
you
or two.
okay?
Oh, what? No, this is fine. This is fine. It's
Who are your friends,
fine.
though?
Oh, this is Lunar. It's right. Everyone but me is new here. Oof, that's tough. So just to catch you up, Mordecai, he's dead. He's in
Damn,
a super
Mordecai.
hell that we've made.
Oh,
And Jules is off doing his own thing. This is
I saw
Pakral.
Jules about a minute or 10 day ago.
Oh wow, he's
It's
keeping
10
up.
day pass now.
Oh well, I like that he's still being active and such. This is Pakral. Pakral is like from another dimension, or we haven't really delved too deep into it, but people were a little racist towards him. And
Yeah, a little bit. It's all right.
and this is
Ain't no wrong here,
Lunar.
though.
Lunar here is a knight. He's a paladin of the
Honduras.
Lunar. What are you Shandurus? Even after you got kidnapped and such.
Shandoris the Light.
Yeah, so he worships a different light than I worship, but it's cool because it's both light.
I take any other light I can get there these days. Now, come in here real quick. would
That's
you?
right.
And
Sure,
he opens
sure.
the stables. Hush a bit, please. Keep it down.
Oh, what are we doing?
Well, of course, there's contracts out for you.
We're being hunted.
Yes, being hunted by many. They come
Damn.
from on high. Some from Omnis,
Mhm.
rumored, and then some from the Dragon Lords.
Dragon lords.
That's right. A Lady Murthash looking for you.
Oh, we
Word-
just beat
words
we
got
just
out.
we just beat her up like a day ago with an inch of her
Yeah.
life, and she's still alive, but we kind of kicked her
Yeah,
butt.
well, she must have talked into somebody real quick after that, because word's already spread.
Oh, that's like recent since yesterday.
That's right, yeah.
Damn,
They say
she
that
works
crawled
quick.
off into the night. She called her Dragon Lord, and then the Lady Eternal Flame put out the word.
Wait, hold on. She contacted Turlevoice? Oh no, that's not good.
That's what they
Yeah,
say.
no.
I'm glad we got out of there. Well,
Word
that's
spreads quickly.
yeah, that's new information. Thank you for that. The Omnis stuff has been going on forever. We've been war criminals for a while. Well,
Uh,
I guess
there's-
I am.
Well,
These two are
Well,
fine.
you have, yeah.
Yeah, these two aren't
war.
war criminals. They're just wanted by dragon people. That's right.
now I know that Brahms, he's been wanting to talk to you, but
You hear?
he's at First Light.
Mm-hmm.
He's working out of there, but I don't know if he'd be wise for you to show your faces around here.
I can't. I'm wearing full on regalia. I mean, I can try and be sneaky but I don't have anything to really disguise my apparel. I mean, now that I'm wearing all this stuff, it's going to be really hard to do.
You guys, y'all made quite the entrance already, so
Well, I couldn't really control that. That's just how the spell works.
Yeah, I mean, we're pretty good with good entrance.
Yeah.
I got something for you, Randall.
Oh.
You fellas wait here. I'm gonna run back to the tavern.
Yeah,
He's-
right.
I'm probably getting my residuals now. We invested in him a while ago, so I wonder if this is my paycheck. Not that I really need it, but it would still be nice to have. We could buy components and such.
I'm sure the economy's booming.
Yeah. Yeah, on this spider-infested continent that we left behind. Well, I left behind because Jules and Mordecai aren't here. And damn,
Yeah, I guess they kind of.
I'm really just I'm just the last member of a horrible party. This
Make insight checks as Chucker Dory leaves.
sure. I got a 19.
I got a 24.
He comes back and he shoots us.
Chucker Dory does not seem his normal self, quite on edge, as
Uh-oh.
he's excuses himself to fetch something.
Oh God, is he been mind slipped like the rest of the people at the wedding?
Couldn't be.
Oh God. Wait, hold on. Those people were like dull in emotions, right? He's got emotions. He's like on edge, but not like kind of depressed a little bit.
Who's that? You say Reynold? And Chucker Dory's back. Here, I got this for you. And he hands you a sack. There's some gold for you.
Ah, cool.
Appreciate
Can I have
the investment.
Can I have Mordecai's share? He's kind of dead right now. He's trying to come back to life right now. I'll get it back to him though.
I think I may have to hold on to Mordecai's share. Isn't that fair?
Damn. I guess.
Well,
I mean, I could
yeah,
try
see
and
him
ask
again, I'll
him,
give him
but-
his share. You know, that's kind of how that works.
Yeah, I guess so. How much did he give me?
250 gold.
Randall looks honestly a little disappointed, but she tries not to let it show.
There be more. I need funds to run the place.
No, honestly, it's been pretty impressive what you've done.
Oh, thanks. Hey,
You-
so I can get you a room, but you fixing to stay here? What's the plan?
Well, before Randall disperses or talks about what he's planning on doing, Randall's gonna look at him and is like, "You seem a little on edge. Are you okay? Are you being like threatened? Is there a man in the back room telling you to lie to me right now? What's going on?"
Lie to you? No, nothing like that. I'm just really on it. I got a lot to take care of back at the tavern, and I didn't really expect you all coming. As nice as it is to have guests such as yourself.
Can I make another insight check to see if that was true?
I don't think that will be necessary. You can take it as you feel yourself.
All right. Well, no, we just woke up a few minutes ago, so I don't think we'll really need to get a room right now. We might later in a few days or so. You're a tavern keeper. You know a lot about rumors, don't you? Would you be able to help us get some information?
I'll tell you whatever I know. Didn't I already give you a little bit?
Yeah. Well, so we got to go to Dragon's Deep.
Mythical place.
Yeah, we gotta get there, and I asked an adult red dragon that I was friends with of how to get there, and he said it was underground. And he gave me some really general ideas, but nothing really specific. He said to go south of here, past the point where people don't live. Is there any
Did I
area?
say your red dragon friend?
Yeah. Oh, I went to a wedding full of a bunch of dragons,
Let me
and
get this straight. You got a red dragon friend, and you're here asking Chucker Dory where the Dragon's Deep is.
well, he said it was south of Felsi.
Well, high hells, I don't know where it is. If I did, I'd tell you.
Damn. Is there a place south of here that people don't really go to that is like interesting? Is there like any
South of Frelsey.
is there any spots that like pop out at you that are like, oh, people don't go there because it's haunted or
South of Frelsey's like a delta. There's like lizard folk and orcs running around there. Sometimes they do business in Trikeshnia. But there's
how's the
also
whole
like a sand people, like worms, with no eyes, and giant worms. They run the place there, past where them orcs go. Sometimes you see some of them orcs in here too. Good
they're
folk.
not like monsters, but they're like actual people. They communicate and everything.
The orcs? You never met an orc?
No, the sand worm people.
I think they're called Sirloin.
Sir,
The people are
sirloin?
Sirloin. I think
like
so.
the cut of meat, sirloin.
There's a vast desert with a crater in the middle of it, and then that's their land. That's their place.
Well, you said you had a couple of the orcs that were in this tavern, right?
I mean, from time to time they'll stop by. The place is just like a great bayou where the sea spills into the Deadlands. Not much out that way that I know about. I know there's like a keep, but I think they abandoned it some time ago.
Well, Randall looks at his companions. That seems kind of like the next place to go. Said south of where people live. So I talk to them and see if there's more settlements south, and we keep following that track. Right? Right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Chuckadori. It's a very real possibility I may die pretty soon. So, I don't know, just
You
keep
mean
that
look
in mind.
after your belongings?
No, everything I have with me is probably going to die with me, if I'm honest. I don't plan to die, but it's probably
Well,
going to
that's
happen.
Too bad.
You Chuckadori. You little scamp. I don't know why I said scamp. This regalia is affecting me. I don't know what's going on. Something's changing within me. Help.
You got a little spring in your step now. I like it.
Yeah, and some spires digging into my skull. Well, see you later, Chuckadori. I'm going to go in the tavern and try and find any orcs and see if I can ask them on information about if they've come from the south, if they're from that
Okay.
settlement where the keep is, and see if there's a good way to get there.
Okay, make a charisma check for me, please.
Persuasion?
Just a general charisma check.
Okay. It wasn't really a difference either way. I'm gonna do normal charisma. That's a 9.
Oof.
In full regalia with a scepter and a crown, walking up to an orc, just be like, "Hey, where do you live?"
I spit off. And after you mention the keep and you're like perhaps overly insistent about it,
Just tell me where the keep is, please. Just let me. I just need to know. It's very important. Just let me know where is it.
no keep around here, not anymore. Them soldiers, they might know something about it. Now spit off, I said.
All right. I give him a gold. Sorry.
All right, get a drink.
I say goodbye in orc.
He kind of looks sideways as you leave.
Okay. All right. I come back outside the tavern. Well, new lead. We're going the first light. We're gonna ask the soldiers, find out where the hell this place is, and then go there. We catch up with Brahms as well. I mean, I know Chuckadori said not to show our faces too much, but we've been I've been dealing with assassins for a while. It's not really that big of a concern. You guys can act like you don't know me at all, but you know, it's up to you,
As
honestly.
you walk out of Undertow Tavern, a soldier puts his hand on your shoulder. Oh,
Damn, you guys are quick.
so you're Reynold. I heard you asking about us.
Oh my! Did you teleport behind me? What the? Yeah.
The door of the tavern swings shut behind him as he's followed you outside after your loud conversation with the orcs.
Wow. Are you from the Council of Order? Because you are a wizard. Woo.
No,
Hey,
but
yeah,
I know
that's
they're
me.
looking for you.
Yeah, for a while.
Had you heard that?
Oh, yeah, I was sentenced to trial and broke out of prison.
Well, I heard you ask about the keep to the south, and
Yeah.
truth be told, most of us abandoned that post when the light left, but there are a number of us, them, I guess, a number of them that stayed behind, and
You said to them as if they weren't people anymore. Have they changed physically?
oh no, I just mean that Now that I left,
Or were you being
I'm
like
not really
racist?
one of them anymore.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
That's all.
Well, is it like a good way to get there, or do we just head south and we'll see it?
I can draw you a map, but
Oh, that'd be great.
it's not a lot of landmarks, just a few mountains in the area.
I take out like a wrinkled up piece of paper that's like crushed up into a ball, and I flatten it out. It's a map we've gotten previously, and it's like crudely drawn. It's made of like crayon. It's like here you go. This is the quality we can deal with. So you don't have to be like a great artist.
And I'm sorry, I was furiously searching my notes for this, but he says, yeah, it's something of a temple of the light. There's a golden dragon there, actually, named Potier.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, so some of us stayed behind, those who still see the light, so to say. But yeah, my friends and I, we've come here looking for work.
Well, that's good information. Thank you. Hey, if you ever find yourself going up to the rail station up away a couple of days from here, I let Commander Brahms know that I was in town and I'm going off to the south to go to Dragon's Deep. And if you need work, let him know that I give you my approval and you might be able to get a great job. I don't know if you want to be a soldier again, but maybe there's something you could do around there.
I've been doing some soldiering, but I appreciate that, and I really hope that you will do what everybody says you're going to do for us.
That's the mission right now, is why I'm going there. But hey, thank you. I gotta go now because of every passing minute, it just gets worse.
He tips his head and says, "Say no more," and disappears back into Undertow Tavern.
All right, gang. I would say everyone mount up, but Pakral, you don't really have you don't have a mount.
It's all right. I keep up.
You could ride with one of us, I think. I mean, there's a war horse and a dragon.
Yeah, it'd be way easier.
You can definitely ride with me.
Does a Sinful Sorrow carry two people, or am I just too fat and it's going to be too much
It
weight?
doesn't seem like the kind of dragonelle that would carry two people, just based on
all
her
right.
attitude.
I go to to ask, and then I just stop, and it's like that's not worth the energy. All right, everyone mount up. We're heading south. We're gonna go find this Temple of the Light and the dragon that resides there.
And there's a rough map that this soldier has drawn for you. There's Frelsey, Trikeshnia, and just a giant kind of bayou or swampland south of that with, one river flowing into it from the ocean. The ocean being north of these lands. And there's a mountain range that he has told you is, a day's travel. And beyond that, there's a keep on the south side of the mountain, mountain range. It is one of the few, ranges within this swampland that seems to be just kind of like, you haven't arrived there yet, so I think that explanation will suffice.
I don't think Reno has ever been in a swamp, and he's going to have a real bad time.
We'll see. Let's take a break, and we'll get some food, drinks, whatever it takes here, and then we'll return. First, I want to thank everybody And Bodhi, do you have some information that you can share on different ways to get involved with the Heroes era?
No. Why would you ask? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, of course. We have a Discord server, the Heroes Era. We plan one shots and talk to each other and send memes about it and sending messages about Happy Father's Day and all that fun stuff. We have people joining occasionally. We have a YouTube channel at the Heroes Era where we upload VODs and clips. We have our Instagram, which is _Heroes Era. We couldn't get it without it. The underscore, very sad. And then we also have a Twitter, which is the Heroes Era as well, where we have supplementary story content or polls for which character should die in a boss fight. This was an inside joke that's happened last campaign, and I'm never letting it die because I was picked to die, and I won.
Overwhelmingly.
Overwhelmingly do, by the way. Like 2/3 of people that voted wanted me to die.
Somebody else ended up dying, I think.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
I did.
Our next one shot is on Monday the 3rd. That's open to anybody who wants to join up, and it'll be for players that are level 8, and it should last a few hours.
And it's in this universe.
Yeah. Yep.
You want to make
could
your
be a
mark?
part of it.
It's like those cereal boxes where if you get enough box tops, you can have your picture
Yeah.
put on it.
Yeah, it's
This could be you.
Like vote for the next character or something.
you're escorting people to Green Acres and on the current timeline. So, absolutely. I don't know. Maybe I'll run into Reynold. Maybe I'll be there. Who knows?
Surprise visit.
Anyways, all that aside, let's get back to the game here. And the group of you have traveled to Frelsey to Second Light at Trucker Dory's Undertow Tavern.
Mm-hmm.
And now you'll be moving on. You have a rough map, and you have a way to travel quickly, at least. And it was, told to you, I think 1 day travel that was off the cuff, and I don't think that's nearly long enough for the kind of area I described. So maybe 2.5 to 3 days travel to this location, which is you're looking for kind of a lone mountain in these swampy bayou area with a keep attached to it. How do you set out?
We got Sinful Sorrow, which is the Dragonelle that was originally Lunar's that I am now riding on. And then he summoned up a warhorse named... You already forgot, didn't you?
No, I got it. It's the Dragonelle is Sinful Sorrow. The warhorse is Sacred Solace.
And we're going to double up on the warhorse, and I'm going to ride the Dragonelle because I'm the king, and I do what I want, and we're going to go south into a swampland to find a bunch of orcs and or sandworm people, and then talk to them.
I don't speak orc
I do.
or sandworm.
Do you have anything else that you need from town before you head off into basically the wilderness here?
I don't know. I don't suppose there's spell components to buy here in this shipyard that had its whole entire industry frozen over.
You can buy basic spell components, or if you have specific ones that you're looking for, did you have specific ones in mind?
No, I didn't really come across as anything I would need to buy. I mean, I got a lot of spell components. I think I'm good personally.
Okay.
I can't think of anything.
I actually do.
Oh, word? You need money? I just came into 250 gold.
I need some incense.
How much?
That's easy enough to find.
A little bit. Like I think 10 gold.
Oh.
Does Lunar not have much gold?
Lunar,
think-
are you poor?
I don't think he has a need for gold. He's always relied on his patron to
Sure.
get anything he needs.
Okay.
So
very
he's
nice.
he's never had to deal with gold.
Here, I'll be your patron, and he hands you 10 gold. There you go.
Do you? Are there other components or anything you need? You can, if you think of it, you can just exchange, equal gold value for what you need for basic components is fine.
I think that's all. That's all I need.
I mean, I'm basically becoming a full-on god at this point. I might as well just start getting followers.
So
There you go.
thanks to our last level up, I can now summon Find Familiar.
Mm.
So I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that using my Warlock Pact of the Chain,
Okay.
which allows me to summon, I believe, some sort of dragon
Oh, a
familiar.
pseudo-dragon?
I believe so.
hmm
I don't even play Warlock, and I know that. That's how often it's come up.
You know what? I've never had to summon a dragon before. Usually it's just, something else.
Can't summon an imp.
This is the first time I've had to summon something other than an imp. So, yeah, pseudo dragon.
Okay. And they'll accompany you then south. And you set out, and it is always night now.
Oh no! Now I have to come up with another name.
Another SS.
SS name. Oh, this gets harder.
Oh, yeah, no.
This
Call
through.
them synchronized salivators. No. Studious swamp gas.
Sacrilegious Sam.
You already have sinful and sacred. It's like the third one is kind of like a third
Sacrilegious, I feel like might be a good one.
You just call him like
Ooh.
Derek or something like that. Just like throw it off.
You could just give him a normal name. But that's not fun.
I'll come up with something.
Like I knew this.
Give me some time. I'll think of something.
I knew this mage a while back. He did like necromancy type things, and he had a couple of ghosts fool him around. He had 4 of them, and he named them Inky, Blinky, Pinky. But then he ran out of names that rhyme with it, so the last one he just called Sue. It's a mage Pac-Man. You know him.
Sue it is.
The pseudo dragon just shakes its head sadly.
Sacrilegious Sue.
fully gathering this conversation. It's like,
I've never heard of pseudo dragon sigh before.
Neither have I, but man, we're leaning heavily on this dragon theme.
a pseudo dragon named Sue.
Sassy Sue.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure the Hawk with Simple Sorrow will take an issue with that.
Lunar, your steed is Warhorse, right?
That's correct. Yes.
Okay. So yourself and P-Crawl will be moving across the ground.
Yes.
And the way that this land is laid out, there is essentially one large river funneling out of the sea that is in the center of the world, and that river leads south and would kind of wrap around the mountain range that you are all in search of, where the keep is that you're traveling to. So to travel, you can head down this river, but the river has been frozen over. It seems like it was moving, and some water moves slowly, even far beneath the ice that you're treading upon or near. How do you progress along the river? There is, at this point, some plants and wildlife on either side, not as dense as a forest would be, and it has not yet become really a bayou. It is,
So I got a broom that someone could get on and fly. So only one person has to be on the ice at the very least. So I would offer it up to either of you if whoever doesn't want the risk of falling in. I mean, Lunar, do you have heavy armor on?
I am covered in armor.
Okay, you take the broom, and I give him the broom, and I tell him the command wordress is like, giddy up or something. It's been a while since we decided on, but it's like you say giddy up, and then the broom starts flying. It's like, there you go. So you ride on that, because if you go through that ice, you are absolutely going to drown, and there's nothing any of us can do about it.
So Reynold rides Lunar's Dragonelle, and
Yes.
Carl rides Lunar's Warhorse, and then
Lunar rides Reynold's broom. Yes.
Yeah,
okay,
this makes sense.
perfect
Yeah.
sense. And the Dragonelle Sue flies alongside of you as you journey over the marshlands. And this is a time when most people are winding down and resting. There is a natural pattern that has persisted with some living things, even into the darkness that now pervades the land. But I would have you travel south over the next several days, traveling quickly by air and... yes, and
The most dexterous person who can teleport on a horse on a lake of ice.
and
Yeah,
the ice
makes sense
seems
to me.
frozen solid enough, too solid to break up, if you were wanting to travel through it on a boat or whatnot. And so you come to the mountain, and it looms to your right, and this water does pass it and then kind of go into an expanse, and you see it is heavily wooded, but it kind of turns into a muddy swampland, and maybe a quarter mile ahead along the ridge on the right side, the land is just like a flat plateau of mud and dried grass. You see the walls of a castle keep standing about 25 feet tall, and you are maybe a quarter mile away, and the area is heavily wooded.
Well, I don't
Keep's
know.
walls are 25 feet tall with 4 corners, and this keep is built into the mountain. So imagine if it were just a perfect square, but perhaps the last third of it is buried by the rocks of the cliff face, and this mountain raises very sharply behind it, very steeply for over 100 feet. Yes.
I may have a solution to having all of us be able to fly in the sky. It's a little,
yeah.
it's a little bit shenanigansy. So I know the broom can hold up to 500 pounds, and if you go over half of what it can carry, it goes slower.
Right.
But Crawl, how much do you weigh?
Oof. I'm a pretty tall fella, but I'm kind of lanky. Let me see if I've established a weight for myself. I don't think I did.
And Lunar, you know your mount best. How much can Sinful Sorrow effectively? How much weight can she hold?
That is.
I'm sorry to make you guys do math and figure this out on the fly, but
Nah,
if,
it's all right.
if this
It's all right.
works,
We're
I
gonna
don't
call
know.
it 245 for me.
245. All right. Well, I know I'm heavy as shit.
What are you driving at, Reynold?
Okay. So my plan is I want to tie Percrawl up in ropes and give him a little rope harness to hang in, and then we tie 2 ends of a rope connecting to the harness, one to the broom and one to Sinful Sorrow, and we just kind of airlift him into the sky, and we keep within equal distance of each other, and we just kind of just carry him as we fly through the sky. Because then it would be effectively having his weight that is being carried by either Simple Sorrow or the broom.
I don't know if you would be able to move at full speed while navigating this, because things might get tricky.
That's true, but we would be able to be in the sky.
Okay, is that what you wish to do?
Yeah, yeah. It might be better if I'm in the ropes, if I'm the one being dangled from the sky. Because I think I would fare better.
Is this game not dangerous enough?
No. Look,
What?
no. My
I'm
reasoning.
getting the wrong vibes.
My reasoning is sound.
Are we
Okay.
feeling really safe?
Look.
Reynold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
I feel like maybe if we take a minute, I'm not saying no to your idea. I'm just saying if we take like a minute, maybe we can come up with something that's just a little less complicated.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Procrawl.
Yeah.
I think we have Lunar go onto Simple Sorrow, and you go on the broom, and we make a rope harness for me to be the dangle from, and then we go float in through the sky.
And is that how you wish to approach the keep then?
Because then we can bypass the walls of the keep. Now, if I were to fall out of the harness, I would be okay.
I could just go through the wall and open the door.
I could cast levitate on you.
The
Which would make you weightless.
Listen, if this is how you want it done, I trust you. We
look,
can do that.
I would be fine if I were to fall. I think I want to do this personally. Me,
All right.
I want this to happen.
All right. Yeah.
Who might have
So
sent it
we
your
show up
way?
to this keep, which may have people
So he
residing
says
in it,
that I just
guarding it
start tying
still.
up ropes.
I just can't imagine the reactions of these people in this keep if they are there, seeing this king in like Dragon Watcher regalia being airlifted in by a broom and a dragonelle over the castle
The only
walls.
way to do it, man.
And so this keep faces south, and there are 25-foot walls and spires at each corner. And there is a front gate. It seems to be made of wood, like a wooden drawbridge, fully drawn. As you approach, you see there are people along the ramparts, along the wall, along the castle walls. And you see that there are large ballistas on two of the front towers, and one of them swings your way, and you hear the shout of goblins as a ballista flies through the air towards you, Reynold. And will you have will a 19 hit?
It will.
Okay. Oh, and this ballista smashes into you as you're being carried between your allies.
How is he? How close to me is he?
You fools!
Approaching here, you get within 300 feet as this ballista fires out.
No, I mean like Reynold dangling between us. How close?
Oh.
How close are we? Like within 5 feet of each other?
I mean, if we were to combine ropes,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
guess
mean-
probably not.
Would there be like 10 feet between each, something like that, or 5 feet between, so it would span like 25 feet total, or?
Yeah, you're right. That's too much. Never mind.
Okay.
I might have had something for him there, but I don't. Never mind.
Will you all please make dexterity saving throws as you try to stabilize the cradle of the Dragon Watcher?
You have a +5 to this.
Cradle of the Dragon Watch.
help me! I get
+5
knocked
to
out.
that. Okay.
I got a 5.
Oh, also
You said-
+5 to peak rolls.
All
Oh,
of them.
I got a
Oh.
10. Sorry.
They're within 10 feet of me.
Thank you. Okay, well, you
I also get a +5.
Reynold sways back and forth, and grabs the bolt for a moment, throwing it over, and you sit there suspended in the air. I would put you all about 40 feet in the air, so would that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Yep.
Okay. So above the tallest trees here, the trees are spindly and short, and most of them around the keep are dead. And you see along the castle walls, the goblins have fired this ballista, and they pick up another large missile and begin trying to strap it in to this what looks like just a massive crossbow. And you see goblins scurrying up the stairs.
Can I pull up my longbow and start taking shots at the ones that are loading up the crossbow or the crossbows?
Yeah. Don't have anything with range.
If you do this, Reynold, you might need to set down Reynold before you
Okay.
see to
'Cause
this.
you need both
since you
hands
guys
for
are
that.
focusing on carrying him forward.
Forward, men! We'll take this keep.
So, and if you would, you can make perception checks, please.
Ooh.
Oh,
As
yeah.
you're kind of like leering over the walls. You have a
That's
bit
my
of
strong suit.
an angle there.
I got a 25.
Not rolling well. I got 13.
That's a 12.
My perception is a plus 13.
Your perception is our perceptions combined.
P-Crawl, you see something large in there, maybe a giant or an ogre. Just walking along behind the castle walls.
All right, so because there's too much else going on right now, so just psychically, you all get the impression of a very large threat over there.
Reynold projects back an image of all three of us riding into this keep with the sun behind us. And Reynold has his he's sitting in this harness with his shield up and his scepter raised forward, and he's just looking down at these goblins, feeling very, very superior.
And so you continue to approach? What do you guys have in mind here?
Forward!
We gotta do something. What if we drop Reynold on the goblins?
If you want to go like 300 or 400 feet up and just cannonball drop me on the goblins, I'm game for it.
No, I don't want to drop you from that far away because I want to drop in on them too.
Oh, well,
I could drop in and bamf around 3 times and probably kill 3 goblins in one go.
I wish. Oh my god. You know what I would want to do if we were to drop me in? I want to cast light on myself. So it's the huge bright light just dropping in on them from above. The holy cannonball.
Really quick, I am gonna cast aid on us. I meant to do that earlier, but I'm gonna cast it at 3rd level, so all of our hit points increase by 10.
Well, keep that in mind.
And how fast are we moving forward at this pace? What is your fly speed on the broom?
The broom. Let me pull it up. The broom of flying has a flying speed of 500 feet. It can carry up to 400 pounds, but it becomes 30 feet when carrying over 200 pounds.
Okay, so it's 30 feet right now.
And you can still dash with that if you would want to.
Okay.
Because it's still movement based, but it just isn't innately slower.
So I've moved you guys to a map on Roll20. Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay. And as you approach and you continue flying forward, P-Crawl, you can cast your magic, and the goblins are giddy as they load another missile in the ballista. And when you get to the point that you see on the map, another missile flies out as you're getting closer.
Okay.
Sorry, let's see. Will an 18 hit you, Reynold?
It just hits me.
Okay.
Sad.
And the goblins cheer. Pelts you for 17 damage. And
What type
you
of
see,
damage is this?
bludgeoning.
Okay, gotcha.
And so you can see goblins along the wall and the ballista here. Sorry, I don't have a good way to really make that visible to you. Damn it. Let's see. If I delete the line, I think it's going to show a bunch of stuff on the inside of the castle. Let me try to move you real quick and fix that.
I know I want to cast a spell on myself. Yeah.
Okay. And I'm sorry, if you guys would, at this point, let's roll initiative.
Okay.
And they've gotten off their 2 missiles as you've moved into range here.
Could I have cast a spell before initiative or during initiative? It doesn't matter.
You can have cast a spell on the way. That's fine. P-Crawl had time too, so
Okay.
that's fine. I will allow that.
Wow, we are we're really just gonna take a beating getting there.
Oh my goodness.
It makes sense because you're lifting a very heavy dwarf right now.
I've got to have something. Don't I have something for initiative?
Anyway, I am going to. No, that's not something we want. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Stone Skin on myself. As a 4th level. So now I have resistance to non-magical bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
And
Which,
you have a 5-5-4 for initiative.
yep,
Yeah.
Wow.
you
Okay.
know it.
Rolling high.
As you approach, carrying Reynold between you,
Yep.
more goblins rush up onto the wall, and they draw their bows. And they kneel with their short bows on the top of the wall here, and they loose their arrows. They don't have advantage. 21, 23, and 17.
On who?
I'm sorry, they all fire at you, Reynold, the one who's being carried forward, commanding these, and the other dragon
king.
flying alongside.
2 of them hit me.
Okay. And had you continued to ascend, I believe you were just trying to stay about 40 feet in the air so that P-Crawl could also drop in. Is that right?
It depends on pre-crawl. I'm going to drop from any height.
Okay.
I can protect myself from a drop into an attack, so I'm fine from any height too.
And you see the other goblins loading up a missile. One of them branches off, standing atop the wall here, using his short bow. He aims at Lunar and takes fire. 7 will miss. The arrow sails past you. And first is P-Crawl.
Okay. So we're like a million miles away from these guys, huh? Feels like.
I think 120 or 130 feet. Oh, further.
Okay.
Well, that's where we are on the map.
Well, we've got a little bit of movement for the round too, right? We're moving 30 feet, you said? Right?
Actually, this makes sense as to where you were because they fired the first missile at 300 feet. And then I was going to say you traveled, about 60, but that would put you even further back. So I would just have them, have fired the second missile by the time you get to this location, essentially.
Got it. Okay. All right.
If you're moving all together, then you guys are going to need to move at the slowest move speed for flying.
Which is 30.
The broom, 30. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
How fast can
Okay.
Sinful Sorrow go? I'm just curious.
All right. So what I'm going to do is once we start moving, and we get within range, because I've got 150 foot of range for my spike growth spell. So once we get within that 150 foot space, I'm gonna cast this one. So Picrawl sees the second massive crossbow bolt fire out, and he reaches into his pouch and he pulls out a twig, and he takes it and he starts just snapping it into little pieces into his hand as it crumpled up, and then he casts a spell. He's going to cast a spell and launch that, and those little spikes, those little breaks of the twigs are going to go flying out and land into the ground there and seed that whole area with spikes and briars and everything all around these guys down here with the big crossbow.
Okay.
Yeah. So then that will I think it's at the beginning of their turn. When a creature moves into or within the area, it takes 2d4 damage for every 5 feet it travels.
Okay. Very good.
So any movement around. So I would assume I would think that them having to move around to load a massive thing like that would trigger that. But I don't know. I guess that's up to you. But that's what I'm casting.
Sure. Very good. Thank you. Okay. Sorry, just looking at how this would affect it. Yeah, I would say it even, makes it much harder to fire this. I'm blanking on what it would be called.
I did too. I kept calling it a crossbow, and that's not right.
It's a big mounted
Ballista?
crossbow. It's a ballista? Yeah.
Ballista. Yeah.
Ballista.
And,
let's go ballista.
Big old
oh
crossbow.
my goodness. Yeah. And so they're going to have to take a moment to even break it free to continue to use it, I imagine.
Yeah.
And then after P. Crawl is Reynold.
Reynold does not have any spells that could possibly affect anybody right now. So he is going to... Yeah, he's just going to go ahead and cast... there's not really much he can do. He's going to bonus action cast Light on himself, the 90-foot version. So this group of flying people they're shooting at suddenly bursts into bright light. And then, as my action, I'm going to hold an action to cast Guiding Bolt whenever I get within range of just one of these goblins on the ballista. I'd say this guy right here. So since we're going to move forward soon, I'll be able to get within range. Oh, no, I will not do that, actually. I will instead just cast Light on myself as a bonus action, and then that'll be it.
Okay. And P. Crawl, you moved up, right?
Yeah, well, all of this was going to happen as we because we're moving as a unit.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
all this stuff, because I have to be within 150 feet, so it was going to happen
Okay.
as we were moving up. I did want to mention too, because I forgot to say if it's okay if I can throw this on there at the end. Just I wanted to use my bonus action to use my Nature's Veil feature, which lets me turn invisible until my next action or my next turn.
I'll allow it.
Okay, thank you. I put it in the chat too.
Thank you. Okay. And I'll just have you guys move yourselves up individually as it happens, and then if it something interrupts the movement, we'll adjudicate that, as we go. So then after Reynold, Lunar, and it's the group of you fly up with just Reynold suspended in this hammock, essentially, a rope hammock.
It's like a harness that goes like under the shoulders and like around
Imagine
his
you've taken
chest,
maybe one of the saddles, either for the Dragonelle or the
and just
well,
like
probably for
I'm
the
sitting
horse.
in it.
And it's like, oh my goodness. Okay.
Hey, got the job done. Okay.
Okay, perfect.
We're gonna get there, guys. Eventually.
Oh. Yeah, no, I'm gonna. Mm. Do I need to be on this thing for it to keep going?
You can command it to keep going.
Okay.
Yeah, you can speak a command word and tell it to go carry out an action, and it at a certain range it like will stop doing what you ask it, but you can get off and it would still keep doing what it needs to do.
I'm just trying to figure out how to, because I can get over there immediately, but I don't want to like do that and then you guys crash.
You can send the broom to travel alone to a destination within 1 mile of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does that take an action?
I don't know if it does.
You can use an interaction, but you'll need to make a skill check to see, what kind of knot you can tie to the broom before you. So it won't use your action, but it might not be successful.
Okay.
Or you can take your action and it will be successful.
Because at that point, if Recrawl does get off the broom, it might be able to go faster because it's not carrying so much weight on it at once. But who knows?
What will it be?
Hey, if they're shooting at me, I'm fully willing to get shot at. It's fine. I can take the hits. It's okay.
Okay. I'll figure out what I'm going to do between now and my next.
Oh, of course. No worries. So I'm sorry. Is that all from Reynald then?
Reynald? Can't do much.
Yeah.
Waiting for Lunar? Or is it Lunar? I'm sorry.
Is it my turn?
Yes, I'm sorry. I think I got sidetracked there. My apologies.
Yeah, it's
Reynald
not your fault. I jumped in out of order. It's my
Reynald just tells you guys, keep going. You're doing good.
I mean, they're lined up so perfectly.
Yes.
There's only one correct answer. I would cast Fireball from my magic staff. So, with the Staff of Power, I can use up to 5 charges to cast Fireball at 5th level.
Okay. Okay, so and you're aiming at the lower cluster that's been kind of trapped there by P-Crawl's magic. Is that right?
Yeah, seeing that they're the ones with the... What did we call it?
The big crossbow ballista.
Oh, there you go.
And it's a 20-foot radius, that's right?
That's right.
Okay, I'll start from the top. And then below, and then bottom left, and then bottom right.
That was a 5th level fireball. I don't think it's going to matter.
That's the fair. That's a fair point.
That's below average.
Yeah, and the
These little
goblins
goblins.
just erupt in flame. 2 of them dive off into the moat below the castle walls. You see this 15-foot moat, but it's no good. They just hit the water and begin to float, slain. Okay, 1 group of goblins down. Will that be all from you, Lenar?
Yeah, that'll be the end of it.
Okay.
Do we move another 30 feet as a group? Because it's a tad bit confusing, but...
No, you guys just moved 30 feet on each of your turns, just using the lowest movement, essentially.
Okay.
And the goblins on the castle walls who are kneeling begin crawling over each other, stumbling. You hear one of them shout as perhaps they fall either down the stairs or just off of the wall itself back into the keep, and they disappear from sight.
Reynolds is going to yell, "Fools!"
And you see on the far side of the keep, goblins rush up the stairs to arm the other mounted crossbow here, and two of them launch up a missile. Load up a missile, and the one operates it, making its attack.
I am glowing a blinding light.
Oh, well, that's a clear target then. And the missile sails through the air for 18.
Yeah, it hits. Just barely hits. Damn, these guys are good at shooting.
It's been good luck so far.
Okay.
And take 12 damage as this missile just pounds into you. And I'm going to ask you for a dexterity saving throw, as one of your carriers is already gone.
Okay. Okay, so I keep concentration.
Still have a +5.
It's a non-nat 20.
Okay, and you sway and swing, but keep your grasp here.
You will not take this light out of the sky.
And I need to measure this real quick.
And you will face retribution in like a minute or two. Just hold on.
And the goblin that's not helping load the mounted crossbow, runs across the wall of the keep. And next up is P. Crawl.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get the broom to keep going. You said I have to do a skill check for that?
Yes, if you want to affix the rope to the broom, you can make a dexterity check, please.
Oh, yeah, all day.
Okay, and you affix the rope to the magical broom.
Okay. So Picrawl like kind of gets up and balancing the broom, and he does one of those cool rope, those cool ties where they like just like fling the rope into the thing and pull it, and then he's going to jump off of the broom and use his Cape of the Mountebank to cast Dimension Door, and he's going to show up in the goblin's face.
Okay.
So, and they were, where were they at? Because I can't.
See, they moved off the wall of the keep, and they moved quickly down the stairwell, disappearing from sight. So you could land on the top of the wall, the 25-foot wall.
Oh, I thought you said they were loading another ballista that I could see.
Oh, I'm sorry. That is on the far side of the keep, yes.
Okay, yeah, that's where I was going to, yeah.
Oh, my apologies. Can you post that up in the chat for me? I was assuming the range was a little closer, but is it like 300 feet?
It's
500.
400 or 500, yeah.
Wow, okay.
And
there you are.
I don't have the spell itself right here because
That's
I have the it's just the item I have, but
You could take someone with you.
worries.
I'll get it.
I have it. Here. It's okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna land with my scimitar drawn, and just as soon as I land in front of the first goblin, I'm just gonna say hello and start to swing. But as I swing, I'm going to actually teleport over and attack the one next to him, and I'm going to do my little triple teleport, and I'm going to try to take out all three of these guys.
Okay.
So first swing. Whoop. Sorry, hang on, hit the wrong thing. There it is. Against the first goblin is a 13.
I'm sorry. I can't believe I have to look this up, but I do. Miss. Oh, you know what?
Dang.
They are not wielding shields as they're trying to load this, so that will hit.
I hit him rolling it too. Oh, this is going to be fun.
Very nice.
Okay. All right. So that one's going to take 9 slashing damage.
It's slain.
Okay. So I rolled a 2 to hit and a 1 for my damage, and I killed it. So that's good. I'm going to teleport over to his buddy. 24 to hit.
Hits.
With 13 slashing damage.
Slain.
And third and final one, 29 to hit.
Hey,
This is just mean. With 12 slashing damage.
and it's slain. You take
And
out this cluster of goblins.
Yeah, and I'll end the turn just standing on the ballista, and I'm just gonna stare down this other goblin that's down there, and I'm just gonna point my scimitar at him, and that's where I'm gonna end my turn.
Okay. And as you land upon the castle walls, you see within the keep another large group of goblins and a group of, excuse me, I didn't mean that many, and a small group of bugbears come barging out of a door to look maybe to the mess hall, and the bugbears look around at what's going down and seem to be looking towards the front gate until you, of course, appear there on the castle walls. Then they immediately look up at you, grabbing javelins from the like small armory located behind them. And so after P. Crawl is Reynald.
Okay, since Bacrawl has left, I want to try and get on the broom. I know that I am attached to it and is currently holding my weight, and same with the Sinful Sorrow. And I want to bring the broom close to me enough that I can grab onto it, at least with one hand, and I want to sever the rope and then fly using the broom, and then take that, and so that we can both move as quickly as we would need to, and then try and catch up and not miss out on all the fighting. Would that be an action to do? It's fine if so, because I'm not going to be able to do anything until I get close enough.
It's interesting. It doesn't require attunement.
No, it does not.
And then P. Crawl gave it a command. Interesting. But perhaps as soon as you stand astride it and cast the command word, then you would take control of it. So make a move. You can move across the ropes. Make a dexterity check, please, as you move to see if you fall or can navigate this kind of like rope bridge.
Is this a acrobatics or a dex save?
Just a dexterity check. An acrobatics check would probably work. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, well, I don't have a bonus to that, so we're just gonna go see a 7. I start reaching for it, and I'm like I think I grab, like I get a good hold of the broom, and I'm like, okay, I'm good now, and I cut the rope loose, and I like lose grip with my other hand, and I start falling to the ground.
Indeed, and you plummet. Do you glide or do you just fall to the ground 40 some feet below?
I just fall. I just hit the ground.
Okay. And you just land with a thud, unharmed.
I get up, use half my movement. I have like 15 feet of movement left.
Okay, go ahead.
Can I call the broom to me, or is it just still flying? It's just gone.
Broom will follow P. Crawl's command.
Yep, that's fair.
Well, the command I gave it was basically just to stay in formation, so it'll basically just stick with.
Oh, there it goes.
It's just gonna stick with.
Continues flying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's just gonna move 15 feet, and then his action dash move another 25 feet. 25. That's his turn. Just booking it, just running across the field.
After Reynald is Lunar, and the top of the castle walls have been cleared of goblins from the fireball. As you do run forward, Reynald. Lunar, you look to your side and you see Reynald try to make his move for the broom and just fall straight to the ground. Are you riding your Dragonelle at this point in time?
I am.
Okay.
I am.
Then what? How do you in Sinful Sorrow proceed?
I don't know what I just watched. It was very strange.
Matt trying his best.
Very, very strange. What's Sinful Sorrow's movement speed?
Oh, I'll have to look it up. I think it's 60 for fly speed.
Okay.
Yes.
Grab the broom. Please. I got so used to it. I can't run anymore.
The broom is within 10 feet of me?
The broom is, yes, within 10 feet of you.
I'm going to grab the broom. I'm going to grab the broom and I'm going to give it the command to return to Reynold.
Okay.
Thank you.
And then I'm going to use the rest of the movement to close in with Bicrawl.
Okay.
And if I can, I'm going to have him dash.
Yes, you can.
So that'll be 120 feet.
Okay, very good.
Everyone's so fast.
And you just snatch the broom out of the air as it kind of converges with you and send it off to Reynold.
Everyone leaves me
straight
in
down.
the dust. Everyone's so fast.
And let's see, where does that put you, Lunar?
So I believe
Right over the middle of the moat.
Yeah.
Okay. And I have you at 40 feet up in the air, so that's 15 feet above the top of the wall. And as you approach the center of the moat, let me remove these barriers to your vision. And you can see into the courtyard here. There's a small prison block and some stools around a fire that has been abandoned now. You see goblins scurrying about looking for direction. And you see some bugbears rushing towards the front of the keep. And a large hulking figure turns around the corner, in the hallway that leads towards the exit.
Do I have vision on all of these enemies?
I would say it's hard for me to make only some of them visible, but like this group here, you have clear vision on. And then this group, I imagine, just went out of your sight, like around the keep wall. All of the stone walls, that are the same texture as the outer wall, are all 25 feet. So, like, this large creature is kind of blocked from your view right now, but you perhaps saw him just disappear around the corner. And
Okay.
maybe in this far courtyard, you could perhaps see that group of goblins as well. Kind of hard to visualize from the, 3D, but yeah.
If I have a visual, I'm going to bonus action Hex and action Eldritch Blast. So if I have vision
to speak
on,
the command word, I think did you need to use your action for that?
I don't know.
For
It's,
Hex?
No,
the action word
for
for the broom.
No, it's just a mental command. It doesn't say in the item description. It doesn't specify.
sorry, I wouldn't know. I haven't used that item before.
I'm just gonna post the description. This is just straight from
Okay.
what it.
No, that's cool. That sounds good. Go ahead, please, Lunar.
Okay, so it'll be 3 attacks with Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
So that's 28, 18, and 27.
And I'm sorry, what was your target?
It would probably be the enemy closest to me.
Okay. And this one, you can just see over the wall. It's shouting at the goblins, trying to encourage them to move. And all 3 of these Eldritch Blasts smash into it.
Awesome. That'll be 7, 14, 12, and 3d6 from Hex.
Wow, okay.
Another 14 points. And I'm going to give him disadvantage on dexterity
Okay.
checks.
And your magic just blasts into his back.
As necrosis spreads.
And he drops his shield for a second as the goblins kind of snicker at him.
I'll be right back. I need my laptop charger.
Okay. And you hear the goblins shout and a loud thud as suddenly the drawbridge of this keep slams across the moat, forming a bridge, and you see an ogre lumbering out. It has like a pallet or a small box upon its back, and you see goblin heads pointing out of there, peeking out, and their arrows are knocked and their arms reach out of slits that are cut here as the ogre ambles forward. And I will try to get a bridge texture, but it just goes straight across and is 10 feet wide. And the bugbears as well rush across, drawing their javelins. And Lunar, you can see a dragonborn or somebody with the visage of a dragon move quickly past the goblins, scowling and just running deep into what looks like a cave where the cobblestone of the keep ends. Going into the mountain is about a 15-foot wide corridor. It looks as though it's been hewn, but roughly so, and this character disappears into the darkness of that cave. And the goblins are all scurrying quickly, trying to get out of the keep and join the battle, thirsting for glory. And next is P-Crawl. You see the movement of these troops below you. The bugbears who had noticed you rush forward in a formation, a loose formation, kind of edging past each other, and they form just a loose line with their javelins.
Okay.
And all of them throw their javelins as they approach. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out the advantage or disadvantage. Okay. One will be made at disadvantage, and then the other three are just normal attacks here.
Okay.
And I'll roll twice for this last one. Oh, wow. Okay. So all these javelins just soar through the air past you.
So, okay. And so it's my turn now, right?
I'm sorry, just the one goblin at the top here rushes forward, brandishing its scimitar, urged on by these bugbears, and it swings at you. Will a 22 hit?
Yeah, 22 will hit.
Okay, he slashes you for 7 damage. And you can go ahead, please.
Okay. How high up is this wall that I'm on?
25 feet.
Okay. All right. I'm going to okay, I see all those bugbears throwing things at me, and I'm gonna and then with the goblin attacking, I'll be like yeah, no, not gonna deal with that. And he's gonna very quickly mutter an incantation and cast a spell of conjure animals. And we're gonna pop up. I was gonna do that, but I'm gonna do it this way instead. So I get Yeah, we're gonna bring up 4 black bears,
Okay.
and they can do them within 60 feet. So I'm gonna put. Whoops. Sorry, closed the wrong window. There we go. So I'm gonna put 1, 2, 3 of them over here, and I'm gonna put the 4th one just on the other side of this goblin.
Okay.
And
I'm sorry, the other 3 are in the courtyard with the bugbears?
yeah, just sort of surrounding the bugbears. Then I am.
The black bears
It's a
roar as
moat.
they emerge.
It's a moat down here, right?
Yes, it is. A 15-foot wide moat.
Okay. I'm gonna dive into the water, and I have a swim speed equal to I have a swim speed, so I can swim across without any problem, unless there's some weird thing happening in the water, and get up onto the land over here.
Okay, roll a D100 for me, please, as you dive into
Sure.
the water. You want to roll high.
Contract a disease.
25. That's super high, right?
Okay, it's pretty high, but the moat is a little bit shallower than you expect, or you don't quite get enough clearance over the edge as you dive down, and you are going to smack into some rocks and kind of get the air knocked out of you for a moment.
Ooh,
Okay.
You'll
rough.
take 8 damage.
I can deal with that.
Okay, and you can continue.
Okay. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'll take that. And then I have for my bonus action, where is it at? I'm gonna do my nature's veil again, so I'm gonna turn invisible until my next turn on there. Okay. And then my bears, that'll be it for Pakral's turn. And then my bear usually have them go after
Yes,
me in the
please.
initiative. Yeah.
Yes.
So the first one, of course, is going to attack Goblin guy up here. Let me get I know I have a sheet for the bears. Black bear, here we go. Okay, so it gets 2 attacks, so it's going to take a claw attack at it first. That's not with advantage, but 23 will probably do it. 5 slashing damage.
Okay. The goblin is badly... This is the goblin, right? I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is the one with the goblin up here.
Badly injured.
Okay, and all right, and we're going to go with the bite attack after that with an 18.
Okay, hits.
And I'm pretty sure that just bit his head
Goblin's
off.
just mauled.
Yeah. So that bear makes quick work of that one, and then these other the other bears are each gonna just attack this one here will attack this guy, and then the other 2 will both attack this one is what we'll do. So I'll start with the one up here.
Okay.
And again, it's still the multi attacks. So
Very good.
oh, where'd my sheet go? Sorry, I lost my thing. Gotta pull it back up. There we go. Pop this out too. That'll make it easier. Okay. I have so much stuff going on. Okay, so first the claw attack and again it's the one up top. 7's probably not going to do it. Yeah. Bite attack. How about 22?
Hits.
All right. So that one's going to take 3. And then the first attack on the one down here is going to be a 23 with the claws.
Hits.
For 5 slashing.
Okay.
And, dang. That's unfortunate. And a miss with the bite.
Okay, very good.
Okay. And then all these bears are just going to I want them to kind of position themselves sort of more.
Okay, that's fair.
Well, that one will stay right there. That's fine. But and then this one will use its movement just to get down here with its buddies.
Okay. Let's see. So you want to send it down. The stairway is like a very steep spiral staircase. I don't have a good graphic for it, but just imagine it descending 25 feet. So the bear will need to basically use all of its movement to kind of get to the ground, and then it could probably move into melee or linger back a little bit as you please.
Okay. Yeah. I wanted to get as close into melee as it can. So.
Okay, he'll have to use just basically 2 move speeds to get in adjacent to the bugbears.
Okay. Well, he won't have that much then because he attacked the goblin at the beginning of the turn. So.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Yeah. So that's fine. He'll start making his way over there, at least.
One of the bugbears snorts. Our names, we all be friends, and he pulls a morning star from his back, just tries to club this bear. Oh, I wanted to go so bad. It's not my turn though. Dang,
It's my
bad. I'm
turn.
sorry. It's Reynolds' turn.
That's
Mr.
all right.
P. Crawl. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. So, broom in hand,
Bears.
I say, "Giddy up," and I hop on it.
Okay.
Now I have 50 feet of movement. I'm gonna go move my 50 feet, get about there. I'm going 50 feet up in the air as well,
Okay.
and then
Puts you 25 feet above the castle wall.
yes, and
Okay.
then I'm going to check the distance on a spell real quick, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be out of range no matter what. Yeah, probably. Yeah, just so. And I'm going to use another action to go dash, and I'm going to go another 50 feet this way, and I'm going to go 10 feet up as well. So now I'm 60 feet up, 35 above the castle walls, and I'm going to sit there and bonus action cast light on myself and keep it up. And I'm just going to look down at these goblins, bugbears, whatever the hell that big thing is, and say, "You stand in the way of the light. Cease now and you will be spared." And I'm just going to sit there, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. After Reynold is Lunar.
Do I see this large group forming outside?
Absolutely.
Well, they're within range, so I mean,
Uh-oh.
you lined them up so well for me. There's only one thing to do.
I mean, I had a similar idea too. I just was out of range for it.
Is it within 150 feet of me?
Yeah.
Yes.
I cast Fireball at 5th level,
Because of course he
Center.
does.
centered on the big fella, just in front of him, actually. Trying
We
to
should
get this
wreck
whole
that
group.
wooden crate behind him too.
Trying to get this whole group. So him and everything within 20 feet of him.
So everything.
Kind of.
My
so you
Lord.
want to target him and then as many as possible. You can get the 3 bugbears and 3 of the goblins.
If I have to, I will focus more on the bugbears.
I'm sorry, are there more there? I have too many windows popped open. You can get the 4 bugbears and the 3 goblins. Absolutely. Let me make some dex saves here. I'll start with the bugbears as they try to dive out of the way into the moat.
So it's a DC 18 dexterity save.
5, 10, 19, 22. Okay, so I'm going to have the bottom and then the rightmost succeed as, you know, they dive into the water. And then this 28
That's
damage.
28.
Okay. So I'll have, wow, 2 of the bugbears just perish in flame. And another one's, you know, badly burnt as it dashes out of the way. But the one that jumps into the moat almost seems unharmed by the fireball. And now this ogre that's lumbering forward with just like a small fort upon its back, it also tries to dive into the moat. But it's quite slow with the load that it's carrying, and it fails miserably. It'll take the full damage of that fireball, and the goblins in the hallway just perish as they erupt in flame. Is that all from Lunar?
That'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. And this large ogre with a goblin fort upon its back, tried to get into the moat, and it just continues ambling forward towards Reynold. How high in the air are you?
60 feet.
Okay. And goblins peek out from far below you, shooting at you with their short bows.
Come at me, plebeians! The crown really went to his head. Well, through his head if you count the spikes, but 18, so only one.
Okay, one of the 4 arrows hits.
Oh, you're sad.
Take 5 damage.
Halved to like what, 3 or 2?
And another goblin with trepidation leers out from the corner of the keep and fires up at you, Reynold.
Ooh, you fire at the sun?
23 to hit.
Hits.
And the goblin peeks back around the corner. The 2 bugbears that have narrowly evaded the flame just surge forward. And Lunar, I'm sorry, how far above the ground are you?
I don't remember. I think you said 20 feet.
I think you're at 40 feet. I think 15 feet above the wall as you approach. If you didn't really change your
I wouldn't have.
elevation. Okay. And the bugbears draw javelins, and this is going to be a disadvantage, but they also just aim at this blinding light that is, beginning to take over the keep now. I can toggle. That's awesome. Okay.
You may try all you can.
Wait, did I just roll a 20 twice? No.
No.
Okay, I'm sorry. That's displaying it in a strange way.
You got a nat 1, and then you got a nat 20, and then you rolled a 17.
I'm sorry. I have it at disadvantage. I thought it would. No, it's just rolling normally. Okay. So a 5 will miss, and then a 17 or a 12 would miss, I imagine.
Yeah.
Okay. And the bugbears amongst the bears use their morning stars. And I'll start with the top left as one takes a swing. 7. And next to it, the other bugbear takes a swing. 8. Wow, okay. They seem kind of surprised by these bears suddenly emerging among them. And the other 2 swing their morning stars. Well, will a 16 hit the black bear?
I think a 16 will hit. Yeah, 16 will hit. It's only got an 11 armor class, so.
And supposedly damage is rolling.
It's frozen on our end too.
It's not displaying anything. It's just saying damage.
Like,
Wow.
try rolling just the regular dice.
Yeah. 6 damage to the black bear.
All right.
see the goblins ascend. Ascend the stairwell and just pour out onto the castle wall. And the 4 of them are going to take aim at you, Lunar, with their short bows. 23 will hit, I believe. The 7, 11, and 16 will miss.
They all miss.
The 23 will miss?
My armor class is 25.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
And you hear kind of a grunt and a roar from within the cavern.
I'm a walking wall of armor.
How is it
Apparently.
25? Did you cast shield?
Huh? No, that's my regular walk around armor. If I cast shield, it's 30.
What are you talking about?
All
How is
of
this-
my magic items revolve around armor and defense.
This is
Oh.
the first I'm hearing of
That'll
this.
do it.
Even my fighting style is defense for the plus to
Jeez,
armor.
you really went with a character idea and
Yep.
ran with it.
You
Yep.
hear shouts in Draconic from within the cave, loud grunts, and you hear then the deep thunder of the footsteps of giants as one leers out of the 15-foot wide cave, scooping up a boulder from just the mouth of the cave here, and it looks about for a target. I don't think that any... well, then it spots Reynold flying high above.
Blinding sunlight coming from him.
And it heaves the rock through the air at you, Reynold. It will be a disadvantage, actually. So an 11 will not hit.
No, it will not.
Okay. And then, P-Crawl, you're up.
All right. P-Crawl is going to, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. All right, so perfect. I can get exactly there. So I'm going to use my bonus action for a Misty Step to get me 30 feet to here. Then I got 45 feet of movement to get me right where I want to be right here. And I'm going to take a swing at this bugbear that's directly in front of me.
Okay, so moving along the perimeter, they keep out there, like next to the moat. I see you. Okay.
Right, yep. So I'm going to take a scimitar swipe at that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I'm invisible until, is it the start of my next turn or is it when I attack?
Start of next.
Hang on, let me.
Mhm.
If you make an attack,
Start of my next turn.
you'll be visible, but it'll be
Yeah,
moving
yeah,
while
yeah.
you're invisible. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's over at the start of my. It says start of my next turn, so I am visible now. I was trying to figure out if I would have advantage there,
Oh,
but I
thank
don't.
you.
That's okay.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna take that swing and miss, but that's fine. I wasn't even super worried about that guy anyway. I'm gonna teleport 10 feet, to kind of like at like an angle, so I'm just above the moat as I pop back in.
Okay.
And I'm going to take a swing at the big guy here. 16?
I think a 16 will hit. Yes.
All right. Excellent. I'm going to... which one is it? Oh, no, that takes a bonus action. Never mind, I already did that. Okay. So that'll be 12 points of slashing damage.
Okay,
And then
very
I'm
good.
going to, I get my extra third attack because I attack 2 different creatures. So I'm going to teleport another 10 feet to the other side of the moat and take another swing at big guy.
Okay, go ahead.
I can find the right button. There it is. Dirty 20
That'll hit.
for 12 slashing damage.
Okay. The ogre drops to one knee, but it's still heaving, still alive.
All right. And that's Well, yeah, that's all of my movement, my bonus action, and my action. So that's everything.
Okay. And then your bear's on the inside of the keep.
Yeah, bears are gonna. This one's gonna run up to this other bugbear here, and then
Okay.
each of them are just gonna take a turn attacking. So we'll start up in the top here,
All right.
and again they get their multi-attack. So it's gonna be a claw attack and a bite attack for each one. First one's claw attack is gonna be a dirty 20.
Hits.
All right. For 7 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then its bite will be a 9. That's going to miss. So.
Okay.
Okay. So that was that one. And then this guy right up here is going to do the same thing with his bugbear. Well, that's a crit on the claws.
Hiya!
Nice. Ooh, good one, too. 14 points of slashing on that bugbear.
Okay. Still ready to fight, but looking badly injured.
Well, we'll see how he does after this bite, where he gets an additional 4 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
All right.
If it was just the
And
bugbear, he probably would have given up. But with his other troops next to him, he's not ready yet. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. And then just working down the list here, we'll do number 3. Claw attack is a 15. I think that hits, right? Yeah. For 6 slashing and
Sorry,
a bite.
15 will miss the bugbear.
The 15 does miss. Okay.
Yeah,
and then
sorry
the
about
12
that.
will miss too. All right. So that one misses both its attacks. And then the
Okay.
last one on the bottom is going to claw for nope.
Miss.
And it's going to bite. Bite hits, though. There's another crit.
Nice.
And that one is going to be just 9 points piercing
Okay.
on that one.
And
Okay.
so all of the bugbears have taken damage, but none of them have been felled yet.
Okay. Okay. And all of these bears are going to just stay right in combat. They're not going to move or anything. They're just staying there, being that just keeping this whole crew occupied.
Okay. And after
And that
the
will be their
bears
turn.
is Reynold.
The bears.
So Reynold is going to. This orc has a nest on its back, like you said. Is it as the picture?
It's like a small fort, and you could have counted at least 4 goblins in there that peek out to take their pot shots.
Reynold is going to have the broom. He's going to fly onto the fort with the rest of these
Okay.
goblins, and he's going
Okay.
to command the broom to fly close next to him so he can mount it again whenever he's ready. And he's going to land on this fort, look at all these goblins, and he's going to raise his scepter in the air, and his cloak is going to shimmer, and it's going to go all holographic. I'm going to use 2 charges to bonus action activate the ability where I heal for half the damage I deal this turn.
Okay.
And I'm going to take 2 swings at the big one we are all currently on
The ogre.
With-
All right.
with the scepter. So I'm gonna slam him to him once with a what? Did I do this wrong? Oh, hold on.
I don't think
We're
you
having
should have a -2, so something.
yeah. I tried setting up the crit range, so
You got a
Oh,
you got a
okay.
-20 in your formula there. That's the problem.
I never really tested it. Does that is that
Before-
correct? I can't tell. Bit bad timing to do this now, but here.
1d20. Yeah. No, you're good.
Okay, I don't know if that would work as an actual crit range.
What's the
I mean,
plus? I see. Yeah. No, so a 14 will hit.
14 will hit. Okay, well,
Yeah.
still, we're still gonna do a bunch of damage. 27. Wow,
Okay.
that's a lot. And then
The ogre falls, slumped over, and the fort upon its back just bursts open as the huge hulking form of it lands upon it, and 4 goblins go splaying across the ground.
I thought the
Reynold-
goblins got roasted in the fireball.
No, there were goblins in the tunnel.
Right, those were different goblins. Yeah, these
Oh.
ones were within the fort on the back. I would have them not harmed by it.
They
Because
have-
they're essentially having to
Cover.
fire out of little slits anyways.
I gotcha. Okay.
And then Reynald is going to get on the broom again and fly towards this bugbear. And
Okay.
kind of... and this is going to take a swing at him also. He is still on the broom, but is eye level with him.
Okay.
That is a... Why do I feel like that's not rolling correctly? I don't really... Well, an 8. Does an 8 hit a bugbear? I'm just going to... I'm going to reaction give it plus 10,
I don't
so it's
think-
an 18.
That shouldn't be. It should have plus 10 on it, right? Total.
Yeah, so it couldn't be
So it
8.
can't be an 8.
Okay, well, I'm just going to do
Just
this
roll
then.
a d20 from the dice roller and add the 10 to it, my friend.
Yeah.
That'll hit. This will hit.
Okay. I'll just do that. All right. So 23.
Hey-oh. And the bugbear drops to one knee, taking a massive blow. But it's
Okay.
still alive.
So I did 50 points of damage. That means I healed 25.
Man.
Okay.
Putting me back at 121. I
Don't you deal more damage as a cleric too? Don't you have like a...
that's
an
factored
ability?
in. Yeah, that's
Oh.
a part of it as well. I'm tried messing with the crit range on the actual weapon because there's a spot for it. I don't know how to make that work, so I just changed it back to 20. And if I do crit, I'll just double the dice like normal, because whatever. So, all good, and I'll just sit right there on my broom.
Okay. After Reynald is Lunar.
I just saw him take down an ogre with one hit. So I'm pretty sure he can handle himself. Are there any other enemies not in Reynolds' area?
There's the ogres.
What you can see, see the giant that's lumbering out of the caves within the keep.
Oh, God.
So yeah, you'd have a full perspective of every enemy kind of on the right half of the keep.
Okay. Oh. Hey there, buddy. Let's have a little fun. I'm going to move my hex to him, to the giant that I can see.
Okay.
And then I'm going to give him a little love tap with some Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
See how he reacts to that. You know, it's a blast.
Womp womp.
Oh.
In fact, it's 3.
Oh, hiya! Pretty good hits. Wow.
So for the first one, is the hex damage double 2?
Yeah, any dice
Yes.
rolled.
Okay. Oof. And then it would be 4d6 instead of 3 for hex, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Minus 18, minus 11, minus 15, minus 10.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
I'll take it. And
51 damage.
that'll be the end of my turn. That's my action and bonus action.
Okay.
I'll just call out to him, come and play.
And as
There's
the
so
group
many
of you
games.
have assaulted the keep, you see something of a battlefield out in front of the keep where there are bodies of goblins smoldering, having been burnt alive, and then you see several warriors just frozen solid on the battlefield outside of the keep. So clearly something had transpired here recently, a recent battle. And as you assault the keep, this blinding light has overtaken the area. What is the range on your light, Reynald?
90 feet. It's a big radius. It's a lot of light. It's too much.
You hear a roar take the mountainside, the deep shriek, a draconic roar, primal, and you see the silhouette of a dragon move across the hillside. And this seems larger than any dragon that you've encountered yet.
What color would that dragon be?
I think that with the light of Reynold, you could clearly make out this is a bright white dragon.
It seems that we have a returning enemy. A loose end we never tied up.
Whoops.
Whoopsie.
Perhaps, but this dragon appears larger than any that you've ever confronted.
Damn, now I have to look at the second half of this cheat sheet. Because now there's a dragon, and there's a lot of stuff with dragons.
And I think that's a good place to put a pause on the game for tonight. We'll end the adventure there as a massive dragon, larger than any that you've encountered before, appears flying along the mountainside as you assault this keep that has been taken by bugbears, goblins, ogres, and giants, and a draconic figure within, perhaps a dragon general. The draconic figure within the keep, of course, was also stark white color. Bodhi, do you want to hit the info for the peoples on how they can hang out or follow us?
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the plug part of the stream. We got the Heroes Era Discord, where we plan one-shots, and you can join up. We're having one up in the 3rd of next month, and we're going to go ahead and have a one-shot in the setting that we are in right now. And you get to go to places that have been established on live on the campaign, and you get to join in a little bit. We
You can
have
meet your favorite NPC.
yeah,
Sounds really exciting.
and you can talk to us and ask us questions, and we might be able to answer them. There's our Twitter, which is the Heroes Era, where we have supplementary campaign content where Ben makes little quotes and polls on which characters to kill. And you can vote there and influence the game that way. There's also the _Heroes Era, which is our Instagram page where we post clips and memes and such that we come up with. And some of those same clips will be put onto our YouTube channel, The Heroes Era, where we also post our clips and VODs of what we record here live on Twitch. And if anyone would want to, they can plug their socials, but usually everyone just stares at me for 5 seconds and is quiet, and then we just move on and end the stream. So, fulfill the prophecy?
I mean, I'm at One Fierce Nerd, but nobody
Ah,
really cares.
come on. All right. Well, now the cycle's been broken, so it doesn't matter
No,
anymore.
the cycle's not been broken. I always say that, and see,
Do you?
nobody
Because
cares.
I don't remember
You
that
even
last
remember.
time.
Whew.
Whatever.
People,
Hey,
you
go
gain
back and watch the
inspiration
VOD.
for always plugging your socials.
You can
That's
go back
nice.
and watch the VOD, and you can let us know if I'm right or he's right.
Uh-oh. All right, good
Oh,
games,
next
everybody. Until next time, take care. We're going to be back next Monday at 6, and then the adventure continues.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Thanks for watching.
Goodbye. Bye again. Was that a good plug?